Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Wiz here. So if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Wiz. I play a bunch of platform fighters. I compete on Multiversus, and I'm here to talk about why Multiversus is not doing too hot right now. So like literally you wonder why a game died when you got characters like this. To be honest, like. Anyways, that's just all memes and shit, but like no, actually like fuck those characters. Like, but if you kept up with the game, you probably know what has happened to the player base over the last couple of months. With an amazing launch having a player base of 150,000, the steady decline began, and major issues arising and becoming pretty apparent in the community. So I just want to talk about those main things. I will add timestamps down below. And yeah, just if you guys want to skip to certain parts, go for it. So the first foremost, the main thing, it is no secret, server issues. Server issues are a major problem for Multiversus. If you're queuing, west to west or east to east, it seems to be okay sometimes. But you're rarely getting 3 bars in this game. Like, most of the time you're getting a 2 bar. The occasional 3 bar does happen, but it's it's kind of rare. And this issue becomes a lot more of a problem when you are now playing in tournaments and you're competing. And from a competitive standpoint, like, this is terrible. Like, you're essentially leaving the matches up to a coin flip because you are at a 1 bar or 2 bar and you're lagging in the middle of your match in tournament. So that's no fun for anybody. So you've seen a lot of the pro players, a lot of the pro players take a break from the game and move to other things in the meantime while they decide to fix the game. So another thing, let's move on to character balance. Character balance is definitely something in Multiversus. With you have a few characters here and there that I'm not gonna mention, but their kits are insanely strong. And PFG and the dev team is sometimes too scared to take a drastic step in balancing, and they kind of do things in baby steps, so things don't really change very fast, you could say. When you're doing baby steps like that, it kind of takes a while for any sort of impact to happen. And another thing, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. They're very involved with Twitter, so you see specifically Tony, like, always active on Twitter, replying to bugs and things like that. Shout out Tony. Shout out the PFG team. But with that, like, when you have a lot of people asking for a lot of different things and you're that active and you're listening to the whole community, it's kind of hard to pinpoint down and see what actually needs to get changed. But yeah, there hasn't really been any new content for a little bit. They actually just released a patch, and while some of the community did like the patch, another part of that community was really angry with it, because what had happened was we had December and the dev team, they took a break, time to spend time with family, obviously. And so no patch happened for over a month. People were getting really excited. They're like, oh, this is gonna be a good patch. And it was not a bad patch by any means, but since there had been such a long period of time where there hadn't been no patch, people were expecting this like major, huge patch. I, for one, was okay with the patch. I didn't mind it. I thought it was a step in the right direction. But a lot of people on Twitter, like I said, a lot of the community didn't like some parts of the patch, if not all of it. While I found a smaller part of the community was the one that was like, hey, the patch is actually decent. But yeah. So I want to talk about some tournaments here now. Tournaments were hot in 2022, and then when the game was first released as well, we had Hungrybox hosting Coinbox, and we had a lot of other people and orgs kind of looking into the game. We had a good amount of tournaments happening until Fall Showdown. So if you didn't keep up with that. Fall Showdown was the last online major that PFG had. So we had the qualifiers for that. The actual tournament happened. $10,000 prize pool for each region. And then after that, we kind of hit a dry spout. Nothing really happened. There weren't any tournaments really happening. And that's just kind of how it was until just recently. Now we're in, it's January 22nd. We're just now starting to see a little more tournaments happening. I've said tournaments so many times, holy. But a lot of these tournaments are smaller, and they're actually from the community. So they're community-based tournaments made by, some of the people that used to compete are actually the ones putting up these prize pools out of their pocket to try and sort of uplift the community and get them to compete again, since we haven't had any sort of minors or majors or anything like that. So that's what has been going on in the side of competitive play, at least for the last little bit. Now, I want to talk about casual play. So in regards to casual play, for the casual audience, I'm a competitive player, so I might have a little bit of a different view on it, obviously. So we had PFG add the ranked game mode in, and it was added twice now as an alpha game mode, and then they took it out, leaving the competitive players just going back to casual queue. So this leaves the new or returning casual community queuing into sweaty top players, since there's a lack of actual MMR and ranking. So in turn, this leaves a bad taste on casual players and makes them not want to play the game. I have seen TikToks of like people talking about how they only queue into sweaty people. I don't know. On top of that, this also leaves no incentive for people to grind the game, since they don't really have a ranking to play for. So the MMR leaderboard, everyone in the community has came to a consensus that it doesn't really mean that much, especially when you can just MMR boost, or it's not even like intentional boosting. Like you have people sitting at 10,000 MMR. If you get one win off of them, you're getting like 600 MMR, 300 MMR, or something like that, while they only lose 30. So there's kind of that boosting that happens, which isn't intentional. You just get a huge boost of MMR being a top player, and if you're queuing into people below you or around you, then you're going up like 4 to 8 MMR every game you play. That's a lot of games. So yeah, that's why that normal queue is just not the greatest, and you just end up matching with kind of whoever is what it seems like, since it's a casual queue, and we still don't know when the ranked queue is going to be coming back. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. It's your boy, it's Wiz. Follow me on Twitch if you don't already, Wiz_77 on Twitch as well. I be streaming over there almost every single day, so I hope to see you guys over there as well, and let me know your thoughts below. Again, this is just my opinion on this whole dilemma with Multiversus. Is Multiversus dying? This is all just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.